Okay, our next speaker is the head physician at Charles B. Towns Hospital for Alcohol and Drug Addiction here in Manhattan, Dr. William D. Is that Silkworth? Okay, Silkworth, yeah.
Good morning. Anyone else here work with alcoholics? No? Just as well. Terrible at paying bills. And I've treated so many, from completely psychopathic drinkers to normal folk who just need to escape the pressures of daily life. And we get almost all of these alcoholics sober. But there is one sad exception, beyond my reach, and for whom one drink can be a death sentence.
I wish I could stop, but I can't. There's something wrong with me. Something wrong with me. Something wrong with me. Something wrong with me. I wish I could stop, but I can't. There's something wrong with me. And I wish I could define what the problem is, but it's not that easy. I wish I could reach out for help, but I just can't do it. And so I'm left here on my own, but I can't get through. So round and round I go. It's all your fault, I told you so. And now there's nowhere else to go but here. But it's such a dangerous place to be, with these four walls closing in on me. And see, I kinda wish they would.
So why can't these drunks stop like all the others, even when that's all they want to do? Now, this is just a theory, but it starts with this. It tells them, tricks them into thinking they can just have one or two piece of cake. But then there's the body. One drink releases an abnormal reaction, an unstoppable craving. I liken it to, well, an allergy. And that means one drink almost always leads to who knows how many. And with that comes crippling isolation, broken promises, complete moral degradation. And yet, when they finally pass out, wake up and once again swear off forever, sometimes within hours, it just says, hey, look, it's sunny out. Have one or two. Piece of cake.
I wish I could stop, but I can't. I'm empty-handed. And I wish I could escape where I've ended up, but I know I'm stranded. And I can't even ask for help. No one's left to hear me. Living on my own, whilst others hate and fear me. Down and down and down I sink. It's one more minute, one more drink, and that's why I keep this bottle near. And that means it's reality, the saddest cold normality. And yet I'd rather be anywhere but here.
And here's the really crazy part. A couple of them have found a solution all on their own. First one in history, as far as I can tell. And it has nothing to do with modern medical science. So, this modern medical scientist has had to eat a whole lot of crow and let the guys I failed to get sober back into my hospital to help the other guys I can't get sober to get sober. Hey, Bill. Thanks for coming.
No, thank you. One of us?
It'll be like looking in a mirror. Name's Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Fuck off.
My name is Bill.
So?
And like you, I was ill.
I'm not ill.
I wanna tell you my story.
I don't care about you.
Jimmy, trust me. I used to drink just like you. But take a look, son. I'm through. And he'll tell you, he couldn't do it for me. See, what I'm offering is, I'll take you home, then put you up until you get sober. But I'm not gonna make you, Jimmy. You gotta choose. And from the look of you, time's running out. But like I say, I know what it's about. So hey, what do you got to lose? But are you a doctor? No, unemployed ex-stockbroker. Haven't worked in years.
And these days, there aren't just one or two of them. Here in New York and over at Akron, there are over 50 walking, talking miracles who should all be dead by now, but instead, they're happy. They're healthy, stepping over hot coals to help other hopeless alcoholics to be exactly the same way. Hell, they're even trying to write a book about it.
There's a much bigger world beyond New York and Akron, Ohio. And when all of us guys are gone, there's got to be more. 'Cause it's not as if there ain't drunks in LA and the Bayou, New York and Akron, Ohio, are just the start of the earliest part of what we're gonna be. For sure. But then again, I mean, look, don't get me wrong, I know we need it. But I worry even if I finish, who will read it? I mean, there were all these steps we took so we could quit drinking. But to write them down for a perfect stranger, who's probably as boiled as an owl when they read them, what are we thinking? Back in college they said my writing stunk. I mean, hey, I was younger and mostly drunk. But when I stare at the paper, I can't debunk that I got no idea what I'm goddamn well doing. Shh! What now? Bill, am I helping you write tomorrow? No, you're helping him rewrite. Here, and... oh my God, here. Ugh. Do you see what I'm fighting here? It's like a tsunami. As soon as I get a sentence clear, they make it cloudy again. With a, do you think you could throw in here some crazy notion? And I'm like a cork in the ocean of constant anxiety. So I take constant inventory, which is one of our steps that I haven't written up yet. Shh. Oh, come on, Hank. Is it that bad? Well, this section seems to be about staying sober by looking at our... where was that charming phrase? Yeah. Our defects of character and handing them over to... God, you can say the word, Hank, only when I climax or hit my thumb with a hammer. Pardon. Don't mind me. Well, I like this part about not staying on the water wagon. Thank you, Sam. Reminds me of my pop, 'cause back home he had a wagon, and he died of alcoholic poisoning. Bill, I'm not saying you shouldn't be the one to write this thing. You're our boy. Just be way better. Jeepers. Will someone remind me why I quit drinking? To write a book about how you did it that starts selling so maybe you can pay me one day? Hey, I gave you share certificates for the book's future profits. Well, maybe I'll sell them then. No point. They're worth squat. And they'll continue to be if we don't agree on how to use the G word. I've given you tons of other options. Greater energy, higher power. It's like God was invented by Edison. We all agreed this is a spiritual, not a religious program. But to stay sober, we gotta pray, 100%. So what do you pray to? A hat stand. It's a nice one, solid oak from Macy's. Way I figure, it serves a useful purpose every minute of the day. Me, however, say no more. Leave you boys to it then. Night, Dutch. You do know you'll be of more use to all the other alcoholics if you don't kill each other first, right?
Yes, Dutch.
Why do we call her that? 'Cause she's fucking Dutch. Swearing's allowed because we all agreed this is not a religious program. But where we can still say God. Bill, I keep telling you, non-believers drink too. In fact, we're great at it. And trust me, we don't want to turn to page 1 and feel like we're in church. But we also gotta be honest. You know where we found the way to get sober. Started to find the way. The Oxford Group. A well-meaning, suit-preening, face-cleaning, swell bunch of Christians who gave us the steps that we've now rearranged, who share the one God. That's the part that we've changed, and by we, I mean me and the other non-believers who found our own loophole, and as they say, finders keepers. Point is, I don't need your whatever any more than you need to need mine. For God's sake, Bill, this is our take on being spiritual, not theirs, and it's why we need our own book in the first place. For whose sake? Very funny. Bill, it's whatever floats your boat, just as long as it's bigger than you, right? Technically. Exactly! Just a higher power! You call it God, I call it handstand any power. Just higher than we have on hand. That'll play across the nation, 'cause there's no Christian association. It means an atheistic Hindu can stagger right on through that door with a hangover. And we'll tell him our story. And if he wants what we got, we can say, hey, try out that Hindu god of yours. And if he don't float your boat, just look in the brochure. Spirit of the universe, greater energy, higher consciousness, omnipresent entity, force of nature, cosmic infinity. Was still enough room for the Holy Trinity. Abstract, concrete, rational, emotional, animal, mineral. What's the other one? Vegetable. King Kong, Flash Gordon, or Buck Rogers, the Statue of Liberty, the Brooklyn Dodgers. Whatever it is, whatever it's gonna be, that ain't up to you or me. The Dodgers with this year's infield? Well, why don't I just write, pray to what's his name? 'Cause it could be a her. Fucking A. Not a religious program. And Bill, don't just take my word for it. Why not trust your own higher power?
I'm a sober alcoholic's wife in a sober alcoholic's life, and it's not how I imagined it would be. I'd shut my eyes to see us back in the old life we had, before Bill's drinking got so bad, before hope almost fell away with our savings and my dignity. But instead I'm part of his crusade, running to the aid of every hopeless alcoholic in New York, who then always seemed to set fire to this sofa that we now can't even pay for, as if to labor the point that I'm a sober alcoholic spouse in a sober alcoholic's house that's always full of strangers throwing up on my hydrangeas, but I have to steal from a neighbor's garden. Oh, these are yours, I beg your pardon, but I need them for this sweet bouquet. It takes the urine smell away. One night I came home from work to find this guy ripping keys out of our piano. He hit me here with middle C, and G sharp smashed right through the kitchen window. I mean, I said for better or worse, not for worse or worser. It's gonna be okay, Jimmy. Just relax. Yeah, okay, not that much. Wouldn't know to look at me, but I went to university. For what it's worth, my degree's in interior design. So see if you're a sober alcoholic's better half, you better learn quick how to laugh and use a mental photograph of how it used to be. 'Cause I said for better or worse, but it got worse and worse. Then again, I traded in all the long ago for you, sir. I'm a sober alcoholic's wife in a sober alcoholic's life, and it's not what I imagined it would be. If I could only see us back in the old life we had before your drinking got so bad. But you thought you'd change the world instead, and that turned the world right on its head for me.